Hello, it's Harnash here, and welcome back to Dreadnought Nautical Domination. So, we are back after quite a long of break, which was caused by, of course, my equipment malfunction. So first the processor, and then the main board had to be replaced. So, but we are now back, finally. So I'm hoping that we are going to see some really exciting matches up ahead. And let's start with this match, which is between the Dreadnought by Real Artisan, so an APS ship, surprisingly effective with APS, and of course the dreaded Fracture by Delta Force. So a really well protected ship with a good regeneration abilities and hard-hitting guns. So, without any further ado, let's start the battle. Let's see who's going to get on top of this. As expected, the Dreadnought is the first to draw some blood. So the shells, rapid fire shells, are hitting and they are doing some, quite significant damage. I mean, by significant, I mean stripping off the superstructure element. And Fracture is returning fire, but it seems that it's going to be maybe barely connecting. But Dreadnought already repaired up. Okay, these shells look much better, but they actually missed. I think the ship was able to change its course, open up the angle, and that meant that those shells did not connect. But these did. However, that was not really that big of a damage. I forgot that the Dreadnought also has some torpedoes. Okay, it keeps on pounding on the Fracture. It can barely overwhelm that repairing capabilities. Just barely. Only 3% lost for Delta Force, but Delta is burning this material, so maybe it's going to run out, and then the complexion of the battle is going to change. But for now, it's receiving these shells without any issues. Yeah, it looks like a big portion of the bow, actually even the entire ship, is underwater. So yeah, it's to some extent it's helping to avoid some of the shells, but the Real Artisan is shooting such large number of shells that it's trying to catch it. It is catching quite a lot anyway. Okay, 97, alright, looks like something connected. Let's have a look at the Dreadnought. Okay. Okay, looks like, alright, okay. Looks like there's one turret missing entirely and one disabled turret, which is most likely not coming back. It doesn't take a lot of hits to really hurt the Dreadnought. Delta's shells are just vicious. He's the polar opposite of the Dreadnought approach. Dreadnought is just flooding the air with the shells. Fracture is just shooting one every, I don't know, 30 seconds, maybe more. But when it connects, it's a lot of damage. But on paper, both ships are really close. So 98%, 99% for Delta, and Real Artisan has 83 now. So not that far away, but with only one gun remaining, it's going to be really difficult to do anything spectacular here. Let's have a quick look at the fracture. Okay, the guns intact, you know, even these kind of direct hits right to the shell cap, they are not doing enough damage for it to matter. And the hull is fully repaired, so any kind of damage to the turret cap is going to be instantly repaired, I think. Yes, as we saw, just these couple of blocks have been repaired, so you know, as long as it has the repair materials, it's pretty much invulnerable to any kind of damage. Oh right, 76%. Okay, the repair capabilities on the Dreadnought is they are really limited. So I think that there's just no way for the ship to recover. 74%, no guns. The only thing it has is maybe the torpedoes, and I'm not really sure they are operational. No, does not seem so. I think that part of those torpedoes have been clipped. These as well, I think, yeah. Yeah, that was an entire array, but it's disabled now. So, I think we can spare watching the fracture dismantle Dreadnought in this case. I don't think it's the battle can be the outcome of the battle can be changed. So let me just quickly reset and go to round number 2. Okay, let's start round number 2. Shells are in the air. First salvo from fracture, missing. Dreadnought is shooting away. Just one turret is out of firing angle and it should soon join the party, and it does. Delta's one shell connected and stripped off 2%, and now the second one came and tripled like 7%, and I think it broke propulsion. Yeah, the main propulsion is disabled, so we only have these auxiliary screws, the standard propellers. The steam one is down, so only 2 turrets left. Let's see what kind of damage is being done to the fracture. Yeah, the blocks are flying off, but these are just those cheap blocks. So only wood. So nothing too important, nothing too critical, nothing too expensive to really repair. That mimic propeller have been shot off, but the real ones are sort of safe behind the curtain. So we've got 10% point difference between both contestants here, and this gap is getting larger and larger. And yeah, we could actually see that this turret gap had been actually severed, which is quite interesting. But just take a look at that, how quickly it gets regenerated, and bam, as good as new. Fracture is close to its initial HP value, almost 100%. Dreadnought is still using only those 2 guns, eating some additional damage. Yeah, it is relatively thin, so I think that some of the shells might over-penetrate a bit. You know, actually, we had a little bit of over-penetration here. Yeah. A couple of frags were definitely wasted here. But it doesn't matter. Only 1 gun left. And maybe the torque tubes still are functioning. Yeah, the torps are still on. So let's have a quick look. Fracture. Getting a bit of damage. Yeah, but it takes it like a champ. Okay, Dreadnought is at 78%, and I think there are no more turrets shooting, so only potentially the torpedoes are still left. Let's have a quick look at the ammo. Yeah, it still has ammo, but I don't know if the torpedoes are still shooting. No, I think that they were destroyed as well. So, yeah, I think it's a good time to break this this massacre. So, fracture, I think there's no possibility that it could lose this battle. It's totally undamaged and fully operational. So, in that case, congratulations to Delta Force for winning that one, and condolences to Real Artisan. So, Dreadnought is going to be dropped to the secondary bracket, where is going to keep on fighting. Okay, but for now, thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next episode.